Welcome back. No map. We don't need a map. Who needs maps?
Where we're going, we don't need.
Exactly.
I mean,
This
where are we going?
That's a good question.
That's up to you all, really. Because last time we got through most of your downtime, the imps still have a little bit of downtime to do. I think, you know what? They dug out this tunnel last time and it's been neglected. They're going to put a trap in that tunnel.
Awesome.
So your imps have some kind of bonus from one of your things, right? Is it an extra die?
It's the war drone.
War drums
The
give
war
one
drums.
extra die, I think. I can look that up. Dungeon sheets.
I have a sheet here somewhere. I swear.
War drums. Imps plus one die on their downtime action. Okay. So they have 3 dice currently because I don't think you ever went through with that upgrade. That would do
Oh no.
I stretched and lightly touched this and it just died.
Thank you for destroying my room. Yeah, we never
Wow.
built the factory, which
The
is what
one
we're talking
art,
right.
and you ruined it.
This is why you shouldn't have anything on the wall.
Yeah.
It's very thick in my defense.
There you go.
It's what
It's back.
Huzzah.
You touched it again.
Kobe destroyed the solar system for whatever it's worth.
Yes.
With his
That's
bare
why we have
hands.
no map, is because the
Yeah.
solar system is gone. So there's no more planets to stand
Uh-huh.
on. And it's, so the imps have 3 dice. You didn't make the factory. So we'll see if they manage to complete this in one shot. They got a 6, so they do. They're going to put a tier 1 trap.
I had a marker right there.
It escaped.
Yes.
They're just going to put a tier 1 trap right at the door, so that anyone walking in.
You want to just do like a pressure plate that causes ingots to shoot out of the wall at people?
Yes, I like that. Just held some of the ingots. Does anyone want to add that trap to their sheet? An ingot chucking trap.
I already have 4 things on my sheet.
I think we're gonna end up with a lot of things on our sheets.
Kobe
There's only room
invented
for
the
5.
molten metal spewing trap, and our idiot minions tried to build one.
It's too far from the forge, so they can't heat up the metal.
They just send the metal.
Yeah.
You add it to your sheet, Kobe? You only got 2 things on your sheet right now.
Upset.
Now you get to roll more dice when it's raid time. Okay, so that was what the imps did.
Yeah.
Now we should handle downtime. Not downtime. We just handled downtime.
Uptime.
Now we should handle XP and then uptime. So yeah, go ahead and look at those questions on your sheet as normal. We'll do our best to remember everything that happened last session, but
Okay.
it was a pretty monstrous session.
I think we did make progress on our master plan, and I think everybody acted monstrously.
Because you got the drugs for the drug den gambling pit, but no dragon yet. You're still working on that part.
Yes. Let's see, did I use equipment in a creative way? I don't know that I did.
I don't know, I threw acid in the guy's face, but
You did
basically it's
something,
for.
but I don't remember what the hell it was you did.
Well, I set things on fire with a fire arrow, which is what they're for.
I set things on fire with a fire tornado,
I don't
but
think
that
there
was not my
yeah, there was
surprise.
not that much equipment used that wasn't standard.
Yeah. I did hit a guy with an axe, but that's kind of what they're meant for.
Yeah, that's true. You were testing if he was wooden by hitting him
Yes.
with the wood fence.
You were feral and bloody.
Yeah, but that's not in that list.
You have to
No,
that's for
do
the reckless
something
XP.
with that.
Yeah, well, she did nuke you all with fire because she
Mhm.
was feral, so that definitely counts.
Okay, so you get 1 for down there.
Damn me.
Yeah. You all definitely acted like monsters. That was a very bloody affair.
Yep.
I don't remember what the rest of the questions are on your sheets.
It's
Yeah, there's acted like a monster, used gear supply creatively,
Yes.
jumped into someone else's dungeon scene, or made progress on your master plan.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we did that many dungeon scenes. We handled downtime, but
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't too much to it. We focused more on the mechanics of the downtime than actually making scenes for it.
Yes, which is what we generally tend to do.
Yeah, but you can get extra XP if you just
Yeah.
make some scenes. Just
Make a scene.
yeah.
In fairness, I'm a tinkerer. The mechanics of what I do.
So somebody else just needs to barge in when you're tinkering and make things difficult for you, and then they can get some XP.
Actually, I barge in while he's tinkering and make his life easier.
Hmm.
See, I think both of those things work, but I think the first one is the intention of the game.
Oh,
To
absolutely.
interfere with each other's plans to get XP. So keep that in mind. If you want some free XP, you can just mess with each other.
I build a casino for these nerds.
I think that'll be a good opportunity for future dungeons. The casino.
The casino, yes. And then yes, the Reckless XP, Gladys definitely got that for sure. Getting hooked on that.
I came close, but didn't quite hit Feral.
Yeah, I think several other people went bloodied from the fire explosion, but I don't know that we acted into it super.
Mhm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I might be misremembering. But,
Now we're fine. We just went home.
we just kind of went home. Yeah, at that point everyone was pretty much dead, so you just
Yep.
left. Alright, so with XP done, with downtime
Yes.
completed, we can move back into planning out your next raid.
I need to make dragon juice.
Yes. I'm trying to remember what the dragon juice is for. 'Cause we,
Hooking a dragon on our juice and then making them run our casino.
yes. So, we got supplies from the druids. What more is needed to be able to make the dragon juice? Is that a crafting activity for you?
I mean, it was presumably the missing component for the tier 3 casino room.
Oh, gotcha.
But then we built the whole casino in a day.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like at this point the missing component is more the dragon.
Yeah, that would make
So
sense.
we
That's
go-
kind of important.
You need
Yeah,
to
let's face
kidnap
facts,
or-
between the two of us, we can
lure-
outfit a casino pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah. Since we, I believe, attempted to make a incredibly addictive drug that you can only get from us, I don't even think we need to worry about like subterfuge. We can just go to the dragons and say, anybody want to try a new drug? I hope you enjoyed it. Was that tasty? Well, we got more where that came from. We have a residential opportunity for you. Like, I think this could be a very straightforward diplomatic opportunity for once in our lives.
We just need to not show up in the dragon we stole.
Yeah, it's probably good form to not show up that way.
That may be true. So, we do have to go overland to get to the
Where
dragons,
is
is
the
that
power
correct?
move?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. They may be impressed. I don't know. I don't think that Carpalm, you feel strongly one way or the
You
other.
could go get Gilly Bateman,
Mhm.
hook him on the drug, and then dress him up like a dragon, and make him work our casino for us.
We could. I feel like it would be less effective at beating up people who come to the casino than an
Oh, this
actual
is true.
dragon would be.
The dragon would definitely be more intimidating.
Yeah, should we have a dragon or a fish in a suit?
I would be very amused if we
They both have
just
scales.
made Gilly Bateman our minion and just treated him horribly though. I would be happy with that, but I don't think it would serve our greater goals.
Maybe we should invite him over once we have the dragon. Just let the dragon
That's a
eat
good
him.
idea. We'll tell Gilly Bateman that we've arranged a match for him with our newest employee.
There is precedence for turning our enemies into
Ghosts?
minions.
That too. All of the above. So my vote is straightforward diplomatic approach.
Oh, there won't be blood then.
Alright, so a diplomatic approach, yeah, it's a possibility here. You could either do trickery or negotiation.
Negotiation would be my vote.
Just straight up sell them drugs. They'd be
Yeah,
fine.
no, just give them drugs.
First one's free.
As long as we have the drug that we think that we're gonna use, is that correct? Like we
No,
We
they're,
got-
they're aware that we took the dragon, right?
They would
probably
have come after us by now if they were. I think they were too stoned out to follow up on it. That's why we never got attacked
Yeah.
on that road.
Okay.
Are we going to need to craft a drug before we go, or are we just do we have the drug because we successfully raided the druids?
You have the drug, yeah.
Okay.
I think you successfully raided the druids. Now you just need to acquire a dragon.
Yes.
So negotiation makes some sense here. I
Mhm.
guess you'll be negotiating with a dragon to come with you and work for you, kind of sounds
Yes.
like. And answering one of the other questions, It sounds like you're offering drugs as the,
Yes.
the way to pay for this.
Now,
their
Kobe, is
services.
there anything else we need from the dragons while we're there? While he's negotiating.
Treasure.
Because we only need to negotiate with one dragon. We don't necessarily need an ongoing relationship with everybody else. They definitely had lots of treasure the last time we were there. Surely they'll have more.
We should give them a hit and then send them towards our house to go get more, and as soon as they're out of eyesight, we just break in and steal.
I like that.
Just lead a trail of drugs out of the forest.
Leads to a giant cardboard box with a stick propping it up.
Perfect.
It'd work. They're high. They want to stay in the cardboard box.
Yeah.
Kind of like cats.
Are you bringing your baby dragon costume?
No, I want to look like an entrepreneurial businessman, like a door-to-door vacuum salesman. So
Well,
I'm
he's
going
gonna be the
to,
You
vacuum.
bring your little suit.
yeah, I'm going to have a little stitched together terrible suit and a fake mustache that's too large for my face, and a briefcase with nothing in it
Where are you keeping the
Where
drugs?
with the
in my
drugs?
pocket.
Oh,
Oh,
it's like pocket sand, but it's pocket. Extremely addictive drugs.
wait, Kobe already has a little suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
All right. So, are you just heading straight to the Dragon Commune itself then?
That's what I'd like to do.
Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to be making the drug over time while we built the casino
Yeah.
as part of its
Yeah.
clock, but
In
then we just
24
sort of
hours.
did it. So
Yeah. I think that's all Jim's part of it. Maybe you would run over and like saw some things and
Yeah.
hammer some things in, then turn around and be like brewing up some things behind you.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a
That
team.
process. Yes, exactly.
Mm.
Okay, so this is a pretty simple plan, and it's pretty straightforward. There's no
Yes.
like major tricks to it or major complications. So I would give you 3 dice.
Alright.
Sorry about
Oh, that's okay. I didn't know where it came from.
How?
Now, my scouting that lets me establish a weakness, will that give us an additional advantage when we're doing our encounter roll?
In their structure,
Um,
what is it in their structure? Or
It
can
just
we
says
identify...
you can establish a weakness you know about in your target's defenses.
Does it say any like mention of the phase or anything?
While choosing a raid plan.
So this would be the red plan phase. So
It might help us. It might help us also form a small party to go look for treasure while you're selling drugs.
But if you get
Yeah.
caught, then I can't sell the drugs. That turns diplomacy into trickery, and then we're fucked. You gotta wait till after.
We have to have some way for this to go horribly wrong and have it
Oh,
turn into a bloodbath.
there will be ways.
Okay.
Yeah, would that give us any additional bonus on our approach, or would
Does
that
it help us identify which one of them is most susceptible? I'm not sure that counts as the enemy's defenses.
I think
Well-
it depends on what your plan is.
We
and
did see
so-
them all in action last time, for the most part.
I think I would have gone.
I can't
Please
believe I
stop
did it
touching my
again.
solar system.
Wow.
I can't believe I did it again.
The twice.
He
the
tries to
twice
have
the
one
system.
nice thing and
Gosh, what would I have gone and scouted for? I would have either gone and scouted for a likely path for you all to sneak in and get some treasure after the negotiations, or would have snuck around and tried to find a likely individual that we could approach. Maybe somebody who's like, I could really go for some watermelon. some summer squash right now, and we can use that to flavor our drug.
All the drugs we do all the time just aren't doing it anymore.
We need
If only we had some new meth.
You got the cotton candy flavored vape. Oh,
it's
yeah.
blue.
Can Could you do something that would make them like even more visually impressed with
Yeah,
the drug
I
they're
think
doing?
I'd like to do, if I may, find somebody who was
Does make them
hankering
think
for
they're
a certain
hallucinating?
flavor and have us flavor
Okay.
our drug
Then
that.
they might
I like
be-
that. So I'll definitely add an extra die for that.
Okay.
So you would be up to 4 now, which is above the maximum of 3, but that works out for you because I was going to take one away. Because even if these guys haven't been coming after you,
They've been hearing all about their dragon statue flying
there's
everywhere.
that, like, they've seen you fly overhead before. They've just kind of, you're the only people who have even approached the dragon commune, like, ever. So, while these dragons aren't particularly smart, there's so many bits of mounting evidence at this point that are just hard to ignore. But thanks to that extra weakness you established, that's all counteracted.
Everyone is usually too afraid to go visit the lair of the dragons.
Exactly.
We at
They
fucking
really shouldn't
day
be.
2 were like, we're gonna go fuck with the dragons,
They-
and you were like, are you sure?
They seem
Yeah.
actually pretty chill if you're not us.
Exactly. All right. Let's see how this goes. There's a 5. Not bad. Not a maximum, but I'm gonna say that because of that. One of the ways you can interpret engagement rolls is sort of how far you get through the plan automatically.
Yeah.
And I think in this case we'll interpret that as you guys have arrived at their doorstep. Nothing has gone wrong in the way that you arriving at their doorstep, which should be a failed roll.
Yeah.
But also you haven't already found the identified
Yeah.
dragon, which would have been a 6 or something. So in this case, you are at the doorstep to the dragon commune, the same place that we have seen Kobe stand in a dragon costume previously,
Yes.
looking for trick or treats or whatever it was at that point.
Did we take our boat there then? We didn't take the dragon statue.
That's up to you. I mean, a boat. I think it sounded like you wanted to take the boat.
We took the
Right.
Yeah.
So, which would be easier to help transport the dragon back, not that he could just fly. But, okay, so, is it just Carpolomue at the door and the rest of you are getting ready to sneak?
I think Kobe was trying to be entrepreneurial.
Kobe's
also.
got the suit, he's ready to go, he's
Alright.
adjusting the fake mustache, it's held on there with peanut butter.
And I would like to spend an additional stress for the second weakness I can establish.
Okay.
Which says during the raids. I guess
Yes.
that just prevents you from doing 2 during the initial.
Yeah.
And I'd just like to have found a, I don't know, an employee entrance to the chow hall or something. Some way for them to sneak in.
Yeah,
To
like
somewhere.
a back door that nobody
Yeah.
uses anymore. Where the supplies would come in.
Right.
And all that. So, I think we established previously, it's been so many weeks since you guys have been
Yeah.
here.
You blasted out an entire wall when we were here before.
Yes.
I think you had communication issues previously, right? Because they are a good aligned faction, so they speak the light tongue.
Yes, I've completely forgotten
So
about that.
you might want to
Oh,
have
no.
somebody who speaks the light tongue with you, whether that's one of your minions or metal or whatever you want to do here.
Right, none of my minions speak
I
the
think
light
that's
tongue.
just me
Just
at this
metal.
point.
Alright, you could try to communicate without it and just wave drugs in their face. Let's
Yeah.
draw a casino on the ground.
Would you? Is it you or just your minions who can communicate in the light
No,
tongue?
just me now. The minions
Okay.
that could speak the light tongue.
Would you mind coming
Flashback.
along with us to communicate then?
Flashback to having a light tongue contract to
In
get
fact,
rid of. ahead of time.
Maybe, maybe I go with Gladys then, and the 2 of you do the negotiation.
Alright, so
Well, they haven't seen us because he was in
Yeah.
a costume,
You were
but I was
invisible.
invisible.
you're
so
invisible, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
You left DNA evidence in the form of blood, but you know. It's,
Are you ready to get some treasure, Gladys?
Are
Ghost buddies.
we waiting till after he's done?
I'll give you the signal.
We'll wait for the signal.
Signal is the dragon flying away.
We didn't take the dragon.
No,
The
this
other dragon.
The one we're stealing.
We didn't bring a nice collar for it and a leash.
So oh no. So we're lurking, and the 2 of you are
Too worried
approaching.
and think that we were looking for something kinky.
Well, this never goes wrong with Kobe and
Definitely
metal
not
approaching
wrong.
a building. This
How
has
could it
never
possibly
gone wrong
go
ever.
wrong?
That's always metal's fault somehow.
I'm pretending that I'm friends with your ghosts. I don't know how they feel about that.
They can't really communicate. They're just
So,
kind of
so
like,
I will translate for you.
sure.
So we'll say all of this conversation happened in a flashback.
Yeah.
Flashback to you're in the lair.
It took us a while to boat.
In the truck.
That's true too. You're on the boat. Who's gonna talk to who?
Well, of course.
Well, Kobe is changing into his fancy suit, screwing together a briefcase last minute. And so, let's open with the two of you at the front door, though. It'll be Metal and Kobe. You reach up, and it's just these massive double doors leading into like the cathedral of the place. There's all these other scattered buildings around, but this is the main building you had approached before, where most of the dragons seem to hang out when they're not doing something more specific. So one of you just reaches up and rap, rap, rap on the door.
Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, it sounds like an incredibly small sound compared to the very large building. But eventually, you hear some shifting around inside as a creature that is much, much larger than all of you stumbles up to the door, opens it up, and says, "Hey, how can I help you guys?"
You like drugs.
Do you like drugs?
Yeah?
Is he telling him or asking?
Am Kobe, proprietor of druggins.
Okay, you know the proprietor and like,
This is Kobe.
what's he saying?
He's the proprietor of a new drug
Proprietor,
company.
what's that?
He's invented a new drug.
What is invented?
There's like a little dimple on the top of its head.
He's created a new drug.
Okay.
Does it have a name, Kobe?
New drug.
Tastes like s'mores.
Tastes like s'mores.
You selling?
First hit's free.
Huh. Lean down and just snort off your hand as you hold it up. Just a big dragon inhale. You almost get sucked up into his nose. He's like,
My whole suit and floppy monster.
so that he'll like kick back and almost hit the door. Like, oh, that's the good stuff. Oh, how much you selling for?
How much?
Trade. Trade for employment.
Oh, employment, I can't do that. I have to run this place. Well, we do have, let's see, so s'more flavored. Yeah, that was good. You know who would like s'mores? It's, Bill. Yeah, I'll go get it. Hey, Bill! He just calls out, and you hear a bunch of other dragons shout back when they finally find where Bill
Somebody's
is in the
butt
place.
is ill.
Try to straighten my tie, but leave it completely cocked at the end.
Yes. So this was a large, like, black dragon speaking with you now, and then now coming down to you is a large red dragon, a little smaller than that one that you're seeing before. It says, "What do you want? What are they selling?
S'mores?
S'more?
New drug.
Like mushrooms?
The new drug tastes like s'mores.
It tastes like s'mores? Okay, I like s'mores.
You can have the honor of naming it if you like it.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's a brand new drug.
Brand new.
Brand new drug. Okay. It tastes. You got samples.
First hit's free.
You just almost inhales you once again.
I like go up a foot.
Get
back up.
Your tie gets shifted onto the other side.
Gotta
of
make
the
him
bridge.
molt early.
He's like, whoa, that's a good stuff. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that did taste like s'mores. That was real good. Whew. Okay.
It's fun to taste it through your nose.
The other one speaks up again. Yeah, they are wanting to pay you for your employment, whatever that means. If you're in this substance. Oh, what does employment mean? I'll do whatever for that kind of stuff. You got the good stuff.
Some self-respect, Bill.
Have you
It's
heard
Bill,
of
please.
gambling?
We like gambling, yeah. We usually just like see who can toss a rock farther, and then
Have you ever wanted to run your own casino?
what's a casino?
Where people go to gamble.
Oh, a gambling place. Okay, yeah. Okay.
We have
You
a
are-
gambling place.
Perfect expert at gamble and drugs. So, you run gamble for drugs. Smartest thing
I run
ever.
gamble. Okay. Yeah,
We have a gambling place, but it needs somebody to run it.
How long's the commute?
It's over there.
That's pretty far.
It's okay.
Well, that's okay. It's kind of a live-in position.
Oh, that's tricky. I don't know about.
And we can give you days off.
Well, that's tempting. Yeah. I think I'm gonna need some kind of a role to convince me. Some kind of a skill role.
You have some more free
like a
samples
lobster
there.
roll.
It's like a lobster
No,
roll.
only first one's free.
Darn.
Wow. I mean, he has to help me with this regardless.
Yes.
I will use a dark heart to make my nothing in banter
Oh no.
even out, and
Okay.
then he can assist.
Okay.
With my one in banter.
Oh
We've we've sent our best speakers here.
I mean, I have a 1 in banter.
No, this is one of those things
We're really
I
bad at
always
banter.
forget because every Fortune of the Dark game does differently.
Mhm.
Assist. Okay, it does not cost stress in this game. You can just do it. Cool.
But you suffer the same
Each
consequences.
PC with a mixed or failure takes stress.
So there's a difference between teaming up and assisting.
Mm.
So
Here we
assisting doesn't give you an extra die; it gives you extra effect.
Gotcha.
That's the trade-off for not costing stress in this game, I guess. So
That's
plus
rough.
effect means you'll be more successful at convincing him, depending on your role, but it doesn't give you higher odds of convincing him, if that makes sense. It doesn't shift your dice luck; it just shifts.
We've got this covered.
I invent drugs all the time, and you being right there means you get to try all of them first before
Okay.
anybody else.
And you do make a real good s'more flavor.
One.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to spend the stress
To reroll.
to let you reroll.
All right.
You're gonna get eaten.
Oh yeah. It never goes well when Metal and Kobe approach a building. He didn't know about the violent side effects of the drug.
Yes.
I am worried about 2 different dragons having taken this highly addictive drug.
This highly addictive, apparently upper.
Yes.
I will take a dark bargain.
Ooh, okay.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
we as a table can come up with a
Yeah.
guaranteed consequence that will happen even if this roll is a success.
He accidentally takes some of the drug.
I think the
Then I
first
just
dragon decides he is going to get more of the drug.
One
But-
way or another.
Yes.
We make an enemy of the other dragon, or they fight.
Cool.
But the other one doesn't want to come with us anyway. They just want more drugs. They start getting the shakes. They want us to live there.
I like the idea, that the other dragon, the one who introduced himself without a name so far, we'll call him Ba'ab. We have Ba'il and Ba'ab.
Yeah.
Both are have apostrophes. That Ba'ab will already be addicted to this drug, and he's already the bigger dragon in this
Yes.
situation. In fact, we'll say, I was trying to describe him this way anyways, but just to identify him as the dragon that was like defending the place when you guys first arrived and you had to chase off into the woods before. So this guy will now know where you are because you pointed out where you are, and like will probably come to visit at some
Yeah.
point in the future, or try to get you to give him more right now or something. But yes, you can take an extra die on your roll.
Good, because that was a 1. That died. 5.
Oh, 5. Okay, that's a mixed success. Okay.
That's what it took.
Yes. And I think on your mixed success here, the plus effect you got from the assistance will push that up to, that would have been not enough of an effect level from being a partial success, but now it is enough of an effect level. Well, okay, I guess I could do that. I mean, if I could just get, the only reason I live here, to be honest, is because of the steady supply of other things, that the other substances. But if you can just make new stuff, that's way more exciting. And Bob is looking back and forth like, now wait a minute, this deal is sounding a lot better than it sounded earlier. Why don't I just round up all the boys and we'll just head up and take what you got? We could build a lab in the basement. We can just get you here.
What if you didn't?
I don't know. It just sounds a lot easier if we keep you here instead of us sending, Bail up to be with you. And Bail is like,
But you don't have the casino room.
yeah, the casino room did sound pretty good. That is true. He's got a point, Bob.
Maybe
Do
you
you
can
have other drugs to sell?
No, not to sell.
They
Maybe
just
the
want-
others.
Could you come up with more drugs to sell?
Well,
Offer
if
him-
we keep him.
I
I'm
know
here. I can't offer advice. Ugh.
I have
Flashback.
a second drug
Oh, okay.
that I will let you try right now.
Oh, okay.
First
Well,
one's free.
Really, this is sounding even more like you're just, making it easier to just
Can
kick
I-
you to the basement.
No,
Do a
it's fine.
flashback.
Yes.
All right. So before we set out, Carpolomew said, "Now it's entirely possible that this offer that we're offering may be so tantalizing that every single one of them will want to take it up. Now, because that would be disastrous, for our fortress can only hold so many gigantic lizards, I suggest that we take these VIP membership cards that I have had the minions strike from membership card ingots, and we offer everybody a VIP membership card for life, where they can come and feel important and get bubbly liquors and gamble, and feel like they're winning the exchange, even though we are really saying, no, we are not going to choose you.
How
So-
many dragons can fit in the casino?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I
There's
guess we
only
could make
one
it
in the
deeper.
picture.
In the sort of painting that I had commissioned so we could visualize it, there's only one dragon, but it's all sort of not to scale.
Kobe's just sitting there in this room that's very clearly not even big enough for the one big dragon with the thumb up like,
So that
yeah, that'd
was,
work. We can fit like 12 in here.
that's a
Yeah.
stress to do that, is that correct?
It depends on how much of a flashback you're doing, basically.
Okay. I would like to have provided a stack of VIP membership cards that can be given to dragons.
Okay. Do you happen to have any gold?
I do.
Okay, so I think if you spend a gold for the extra downtime action
Yeah.
to like get your minions to help crank some stuff out, then it'll just be one stress.
Okay.
Because you can just basically order your minions to make that stuff and you have it. And then, yeah, maybe that's what's actually in Kobe's briefcase all along.
Kobe had no idea. It just opens right now.
Yeah, scattered onto the ground are a bunch of ingots that just have like stamped like text onto them. Like
So
correct
Metal's
stamp.
going to say to Kobe in the dark time, what if we just convert their entire tower into a casino?
It's too far
Then
away.
they don't have to go anywhere.
They can't defend our house from here.
It's a casino. Casino, gambling, wealth.
When you ignore him.
You forgot
I'm
the
going
ultimate
to
point
hand
of the
out-
casino.
A VIP card to
Oh, what is this?
Bob Bilbub,
Beelzebub.
and I'm going to give him a hit of my second drug for free.
Okay.
Uh,
So it's
the
your,
knockout forget spray that causes horrible
Okay.
nightmares.
So, yeah, I think you're gonna need some kind of roll to get him to take this one, because before we had this flashback, the situation was he was saying like, well, if you have more drugs, then we'll just take you again, we'll make a lab in the basement, we'll keep you chained up down there, and you can... So he's still in the line of thought about just kidnapping you, instead of going with your deal. So you gotta get him back on track to even...
I mean, that's fine, but if I knock his ass out.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's going to require, this is a very big dragon, it's going to require some kind of roll, whether that's you like nimbly running up there and cramming it in his face really fast, or you tricking him into snorting it, or whatever.
Are you sure this is the best way, Kobe?
Yes.
This area needs a new gambling place.
Yeah, our house.
The ghost B&B doesn't do the gambling anymore.
Continue ignoring him. Yeah, man, I'll just more banter and continue convincing him.
Alright.
Would you like to try more drugs?
this. So I think they're very open to banter, so this will be a standard effect. So yeah, go for it.
Last time, I got a third tick in banter, so now I have a full check in banter,
Nice.
Ooh.
which means when I use my second dark card, I'll have 2 die again.
Correct.
Nice.
Nice.
2 5.
5, okay. So.
Do these drugs smell like chloroform to you?
Essentially. And if he comes after me for this, it's like, man, sometimes you have a bad trip.
Alright, so what's a good twist for this being not a full success?
Well, the other dragon he's standing there, and we'll see that you just knocked the first dragon out. I don't know if that'll change his
I like that.
disposition toward us.
No, I like that. So he leans down and says, well, I guess there's nothing wrong with taking another sample.
We're
right
juggling
now,
these
and,
two dragons
you know,
against each
I
other.
can always decide later.
Manage
You know,
the consequences.
maybe you just hit lightning in a bottle once, and you're not all you say you are, and you know. Yeah. But I could try your second drug just to make sure you.
That's the good stuff right there.
Yeah. What? Hey, what the hell, man? What happened to him? What was that?
Your friend's that much of a lightweight?
I don't think. Is it really that strong?
That one is, I didn't lead with that one for a reason.
Yeah, well, maybe that one is not a daytime one, you know?
No, that one lets you trip while you're asleep.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
not your
I've heard
regular
of that.
breakfast meth.
So you can
It's
do your
called-
drugs and get your rest at the same time.
Right, okay.
Still in
We're gonna-
development.
I
Kill
see.
this
So you
dragon.
okay, you really do have a lot of different things going then, okay? I was worried it was just different flavors.
Mm.
I think I need like a trick roll or something to really cement
Pioneer.
that this guy is not, from either one of you, but to really cement that this guy's not as suspicious right now.
You got anything in trick there, good?
I have 1. I think it works from either of us since you're translating anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll roll that and burn a dark card.
Here, use this as a good die.
That's a good die. Okay. Is it now?
Yes,
3.
you did it
Oh,
wrong.
no.
Okay.
See if I had grabbed one of mine,
Yeah,
would have
okay.
been
So-
exactly the same.
You just gave him something that would probably knock him out without even telling him what it would do first?
Didn't tell you what the first one would do.
Yeah, you know, you
Just
make
told
a
you
good
what
point,
flavor it
actually.
was.
Well, it's hard to resist the s'mores, you know. Was that what s'mores flavor? Oh, okay.
Okay, ask him when he wakes up.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask him when he wakes up. Listen, I don't like the idea of you just giving me random stuff without telling me what it is first. You're gonna have to tell me what it all is from now on. Okay. Okay, good. So I'm liking this plan. I come work in your casino. Doing
You run the casino.
Right, and I'm in employment or whatever you called it, and you give me more of those s'more drugs and whatever else you come up with, and
He's always asking for some more.
Designer drugs upon request.
how many holidays do I get?
How many holidays do you have on your calendar?
Oh well, every day is holy for us
Oh,
dragons.
is it? Is it?
Yeah, every day is Yeah. We really just have the whole year as just light up day on our calendar. So
They celebrate Earth Day every day.
yeah.
You will be lighting up every day and getting to have gamble fun every day.
But you know, sometimes you want to come home and spend it with your family, right?
Would you like a private shrine
A private shrine to what?
so you can worship more properly?
Well, I want to come back to my family occasionally,
Oh, okay.
you know, or have them come visit. Either way really works.
Visit is fine. They'd have to be outside because not a lot of space. Because not dragons.
Yes.
Could I go outside?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We live on an island, so you can just like have a beach party all the time.
Yeah, okay, but you know,
I
I may
mention
be.
that part of his job is, murdering people that enter.
No, you'll find that out when it happens.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
No.
Now,
There's a lot of
I-
people buried in this beach.
I may not be the brightest
Their
tool on the
necks.
deck, but I do have noticed you have cleverly avoided answering my question of how many holidays. I do.
1 week a month.
Oh, okay. We could take that. 1 week a month. Have my family visit. Yeah, okay, do you have like a blood pact contract or something? Like immediately takes one of his fingers and stabs him. Just tosses it. I'm ready.
The contract, Kobe.
Okay. And I like go to shape.
It's like it's the painting of God touching man. Just reaches down the bloody finger. Touch.
How high do you immediately get on contact?
I don't think I'm aware yet.
Oh no.
I think I'm about to find out.
just touch, and then give me a resistance roll of whatever
was a
time you
bad
think would
idea.
be to avoid this consequence.
You have Dragonades now.
Dragonade's origin.
Oh no.
That's not right.
So Kobe, are we selling these passes?
So, I think
It's like Kool-Aid, that's what we're talking
Yes.
about.
it's not really like a skill for enduring. So I think I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
Tinker because I'm an alchemist and have
Mm.
probably come into
mean-
contact with things frequently enough to have built up some kind of resistance.
There are resistance rolls. Would you just apply that to this?
Are they
So in
tasty?
this game at least,
Yeah.
every Forged in the Dark game does this a little differently. You actually do use your skills.
Gotcha.
Instead of the attributes. So yeah, I like Tinker. I think that makes a lot of sense. Let's just see.
3.
3. Okay. So you immediately just feel like a whining in the back of your head, and your vision goes blurry, and you are just. I think you just immediately go to a state of being feral. Is what happens here. So what happens when Kobe goes feral? You
His
like.
pupils fill his entire eyeballs.
What is your dark impulse?
Cuddling fluffy things.
Cuddling fluffy things. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Here
we go.
I don't have any on me, and I don't know if they have pets.
Yes. So this
So
is
yours
tricky.
is eating meat. Somebody
You know, that's his other thing.
I think
Yeah.
you suddenly realize you're out in the woodland area where you're not usually, because you're usually just on your island and stuff, and there's so much wildlife around here. So many like
Oh, no.
foxes and bears.
I just drop the briefcase,
Just gonna go
wide
traipsing down the
pupils,
Yeah.
turn around and run away on all fours.
Yep. Just zooming out. He's like, oh, okay, yeah. I guess since the contract's completed, I guess that's good. Cool. I guess I'll see you on Monday.
Do you know anybody else that would like a VIP pass?
Oh, I'm sure the whole family would. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, they all get one because they need to be able to come visit. That's the only way they can come visit. So we brought these, obviously knowing ahead of time.
Yes.
Family is important to
You're
our
running on all
employees.
fours someplace.
Yes. So,
You're
Metal-
just
Metal's
saying that
wheeling
with no
and deals.
connection to anything as you run.
Yes.
Metal, Metal takes care of negotiating the family passes, everything. We'll snap back to
Alright.
Carpalmio and Gladys. You two, the same engagement role as before.
Yep.
You are at the back door to, we'll say like the mess hall.
Alright.
As you're just trying to sneak in there and grab whatever you can from there. It's just like, an employee back door
Yeah.
into this place.
Oh.
What are you doing?
We were waiting for the signal, which was a dragon flying away.
Was that
Um,
the signal?
That's the last I heard.
They just said
You
wait
just
for
see
the signal.
Kobe sprinting into
Oh,
Something
that
must
looks
have
like a signal to me.
On all fours, just
skittering.
I would like to immediately
Kobolds
go
are dogs.
ghosty, using my racial ghostiness, if I may, and just slowly poke my head through the door until my walleye is just outside the surface of the door,
Okay.
and look around.
Yes, as long as you spent the stress for that, I should put a mark there, right?
Yes.
So then, yes, poke your head through and
And I get a die when surveying an area. Would that apply here?
yeah, I think so.
That is a 6.
All right. So directly through this back door, you can see like a small place to just unload crates and
Yeah.
things. And I kind of initially pictured this as a small door about your size, but this is a place for dragons, so it's a very large door. There's a what would be a small place to unload some dragon-sized crates, but they're
Yeah.
dragon-sized, so it's maybe like a 30 by 30 room. And then there is what appears to be a giant metal door with a metal handle on it. Has a lot of condensation on it.
Mm.
And then in the other direction, you can see what appears to be a very large kitchen.
I'm gonna poke my head back and relay that information. Looks like there's a lot of food back here.
Are we here to steal food?
Well, the way I'm thinking is these dragons, they enjoy partaking of substances which induce mighty appetites. They probably import luxurious and exotic foods from all over the land.
Just piles of dead people. They've been secretly sinister this whole time.
This becomes a horror game when you open the door and it's just kobold bodies specifically. Like,
I feel like this might be the opportunity to procure some rare spices and perhaps some ingredients we could use as centerpieces for some feasts.
Oh yeah, because stoners make the grandest cuisines.
Yes.
Like macaroni in the microwave.
We could, alternatively, simply ignore this and look around for some more traditional sort of booty.
You know how big dragon silverware must be?
Probably pretty big.
It's a lot of silver.
However, I did not, I believe, see any gods or dragons of any kind. We should be able to amble around with impunity for at least a short time.
We could make the cheese trap extra enticing.
Yes.
To the cheese spices.
I would like
Open
to
the door.
try to open the door.
alright, it is unlocked.
Spices would want
Huzzah.
add to cheese.
The dragons just
habaneros.
assume nobody's gonna mess with them.
That's very fair. Okay,
Can
so
they-
we have the door
Could
open.
be this foolish, right?
Is there like a doggy door or something?
Yeah, I guess it is a large door. It's
It is a
unlocked,
pretty large door.
But it is made for dragons to open.
Yeah.
The
That's-
I
doggy
can
door
at
is
least
just a
go to
kobold
the other
door.
side and push while it gets pulled from the other side.
Okay, so you could be like assistants there.
Yeah.
Um,
I can smash the door open, essentially.
Smash powerfully. Okay, so if you want to smash on it, maybe Gladys. Assist.
I do have 3 ghosts that could help.
Okay.
You're
So you can
also
send
very
in your
good at
ghost
smashing.
assist.
I am very good at smashing.
Alright, so I'm getting increased effect from this, is that correct?
Yeah.
That's a 4, that's a
My rolling as well to help from the other side.
that's a 3, and that's
no,
so
you're good.
4.
4. Okay.
Smash.
So I think you do manage to get the door start swinging, but the consequence of being a mixed success is it kind of creaks on its hinges a little bit.
Okay.
Just this very loud. It at least sounds loud to you. Just as you manage to swing it open enough that Gladys can hop inside before it
Oh,
swings
goodness.
back close to you.
I sure hope nobody heard that. Oh, they're probably all asleep.
It's like 2 p.m.
Like, I think I see a nefarious ice-based trap over there. That's a good idea. We should employ one of those. And then I see a kitchen over there.
It's like you're in like a fairy tale giant's place, right?
Yes.
It's just massive, and you'd be like walking amongst jars and things like that. Yeah. You'd have to get up on the counter.
Yes.
You know, all of that.
Shall we explore?
A bag of Funyuns the size of our house.
Can I?
There is now cannon and a bag of Funyuns on the counter.
What a beautiful creation.
It's curled over and like has one of those plastic clips on it. It's just on there.
Can I look around on the... Can I levitate up with my ghostly powers so that I can better see things in the kitchen?
I think so, but it'll cost another stress.
Okay, I will do that.
It's very stressful.
The
for
more
me to food.
ghosty you get, the closer you go to being feral.
Yeah, understandable. I T-pose and
Your mind's
rise
like-
slowly in the middle of the kitchen and just rotate.
Your mind has the stress of like, I'm a ghost.
Yes. And I'd like to try to find some good targets for either exotic spice treasure or feast centerpiece treasure,
Okay.
things like that.
Can I
So
climb
you-
up onto the
You skitter on up.
skitter on up and search
Yeah.
around the...
Can you use like a
Jars
gust
and-
of wind to blow yourself up somewhere?
Oh, a gust of wind is fun.
Hey, can you
That
use like
sounds-
a gust of wind to blow yourself?
I hope not.
Literally, yes.
You're not allowed to talk to druids anymore.
I'm gonna climb like a normal person. And just rummage around the
We aren't normal
jars.
people. We skitter up
spices and
things like
things.
a cockroach.
Okay, so I think there is some risk climbing here because it's a decent way up, and it might be you might fall down like a few dozen feet potentially. So, what kind of skill do you want to use to climb? What
Well, I
is your
wanted to
approach?
try doing it sneakily so I could kind of be quiet, but I'm not.
I mean, that's valid. Yeah,
Okay,
you could try to sneak up.
because I don't want to cause a disaster right at the beginning. 5. 5.
Nice.
5. Okay. So you do make it up onto the counter. You like jump up onto the edge of like a drawer and like you climb on, use that as a foothold to jump up to the next one and keep on going up that way. The
Rock
partial
climbing is
success
my passion.
the last drawer you get to, as you kick off of it to like climb on up, you kick the drawer open. It just like slides out and there's a bunch of silverware inside.
Perfect. Good job,
When it hits
Gladys.
the end of the drawer, it kind of like rattles and all this
Oof.
silver jumps just a little bit, just cling, and then settles.
I'm sure it just sounds like somebody's getting a snack in the kitchen.
It does kind
They're
of
probably
sound
used to
like
that.
someone's getting
That probably happens a lot.
Yeah, but if you're high and you hear someone making food,
Oh,
a
Mm,
snack. True.
we better hurry.
So, Carpolomew, you were looking around for good targets.
Yes.
You do see a few things. First of all, now that you're in this kitchen more readily and you can look around, you see that there's not torches lighting this room, and there's no windows, so you look for the source of light. And up in the ceiling, there are a bunch of little crystals that are like purple, and they've got like occasionally like little flashes of like lightning along them.
Yep.
And that's just shining some light down from there. Additionally, you can see in the there's like a big open window from the kitchen into a room with a bunch of dragon-sized tables, and over each table is a hanging fixture of red crystals. They're just burning with like this red light that's just
Yeah.
kind of washing over all the tables.
Oh my.
And you can see like heat lines rising from those.
Yeah.
So it appears they have some kind of crystal-based elemental thing going on here. So those are obviously a target if you could break off some bits of crystals. They
Yeah.
could be very valuable for magic or even just to sell any number of uses.
Bet the Dark Elves would love some magic purple lightning crystals.
Yeah.
or we can use them to zap people with magic
Yeah,
purple
that too.
lightning.
You're not sure what would be in the metal door you haven't opened yet,
Yep.
but that appears to have some sort of cold magic on it, as you
Yes.
noted earlier. Otherwise, there's a bunch of cupboards around here with like, you can see all sorts of different foods stocked here. There's just a bunch of random bits of
Yeah.
produce. There's a bunch of different, there's bags of snacks. That fits the majority
Yeah.
of the cupboards. But as far as like more fancy things like meats, cheeses,
Yeah.
wines, anything like that, they don't appear to be stored in this part of the kitchen.
Gotcha. Well, I think I immediately locked in seeing the crystals.
Okay.
Like, Gladys, see
what?
those? Those look magical. Think of all the things we could do with those.
way the hell up there?
Yes.
Okay.
So, what I think we should do is I'll knock them down, and you use magic to make them go safely to the ground. We'll make them fall on a towel or something, and we'll drag them out of here. What do you say?
How big are they?
The crystals themselves?
Yes.
Oh. The smallest ones, like an SUV.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll hit them with my axe. Nothing bad will possibly happen. Trout triplets, catch them.
Didn't you bring me?
I could have
Because they were free.
I could have the ghosts help, but they're pretty big.
Yes, I'm gonna break pieces off.
Oh,
We just need
pieces.
to prevent them from shattering into eye-shredding particles when they hit the ground.
Yeah, how far up is that? And then velocity and weight?
Yeah.
A few hundred feet.
I was hoping you could use some kind of like magic, like make a fluffy cloud and just gently bring them down to the ground or
Objects go
something.
through cloud.
Yeah, I can do that.
I don't know
Definitely. That's
Great.
You need the opposite of a fluffy cloud.
That's how we get Kobe back. Alright,
there's no possible way this won't work.
I'm
But
going to
first, I
levit-
want to fill my purse with the spices that are in the.
Okay, you finally like a spice rack, and
Yes.
there's a bunch of just massive jars that you have to kind of like scramble up the side, like wedge against the wall to get to the top, and then like turn the lid. And then you get inside and just dip your bag into the spices. And
Nice,
cloud of spices up in your face, like you sneeze a few times.
delicious.
I would like to levitate up to the crystals.
Okay.
And I want to put my invulnerable shield using it kind of as a wedge between me and the crystal. So if there's any like magical rebound, I hope it hits the shield and that doesn't go like right into my accident.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
I want to make like a cushioning updraft kind of
Okay.
bed of
And I'm
Air
making the
going
trout
this way
triplets stand
at the-
underneath and hold.
like
Okay.
underneath it to kind of help
I'll,
the
I'll
pieces
count
down.
that as an assistance for you.
Okay.
And then, yes, we'll see how this
Good,
goes.
first
Okay.
time it's not
I'm gonna
metal's
send
fault.
send the ghosts up there just if there's anything that they can do. Just tell them to be
They
helpful
hold the
if
shield
they
in
can.
place.
Excellent. The
They can invoke fairly well, so
if there is a like tea towel or anything nearby the trout triplets, we'll use that as like
Okay.
to try to catch things. Otherwise, I'm gonna tell them to use their
Yeah,
shirts.
they pull one off of a off of
Awesome.
a dragonfly. Just pull it out like
How
a
can this
picture of
possibly go wrong?
Here I go.
this is flawless.
I'm gonna use a dark heart.
Okay, let's go.
May do an invoke roll for the effectiveness of the
I was
cloud
counting it
blade.
as just assistance on his roll,
Okay.
but
That's
A lot of
3,
that
5,
potentially
5.
could be like a resistance roll or something. We use that.
Okay.
Okay, a 5. So you strike down with your axe onto the crystal itself, right?
Onto the invincibility shield, which is touching
Oh,
the
to
crystal.
like squish it into the crystal.
To- It's kind of using it as a wedge, but not literally as
Yeah,
a wedge,
okay.
but just the same application.
Yeah. So you ram down onto the shield and it chips into one of the crystals. And as soon as it does, you're like flashbanged by it. Because like lightning strikes the shield, but just all gets absorbed into the
Yeah.
shield, and it's fine. But you do also hear the sound of thunder suddenly as lightning strikes in the room with you.
Excellent.
And you are almost thrown off the crystal, but Gladys's ghosts catch you. And the
Nice.
gust of wind helps push you back up. And now part of that crystal you've driven the shield into is like broken off. You haven't toppled it off of the thing, but it's kind of in the fixture, just no longer attached to the rest of it. The crack
Gotcha.
is going all the way through it.
That was promising. They're gonna be
Turn
here.
off the lights in there.
Oh,
How
they're
big
gonna
is
be.
the chunk that's threatening to fall off?
You probably, I mean, that's up to you. How big of a chunk would you have tried to steal?
I would have tried to probably break off a chunk that's like the size of a person.
Okay. So you go like near the tip of one of
Yeah.
the bits of crystal. Hit
Like
there.
about as heavy as I think we can realistically drag away.
Okay. So you've got a chunk of crystal that's just kind of like sitting on the rest of the crystal
Yeah.
around it. Yeah, it's the
Hit it
size of a
again.
coffin.
Yeah.
Um,
Alright, let's try to get this down, I guess. Come on, ghosts. How are we gonna do this?
The ghosts have to be upset because he's essentially in blackface. You never died. That's our word.
darn.
Oh no.
So you also hear
Let's
now
go,
while
jeez.
you were scrambling to get this
Yeah.
crystal down, you hear somebody calling out. The front door of this place opens, and you hear somebody say, "Steven, Steven, Steven, you making food in there?"
Not to be confused with his brother, set to even.
Steven, yes. Steven.
Tell him yes.
Tell him anything. You're
I
not.
hear
We
someone.
just heard a
wait,
bunch
we
of
can't
garbled
understand.
Yeah, you
nonsense.
guys don't understand it anyway.
Is that Steven or is that Stephanie?
Quick, make a grumbling belly sound.
I like to think we we zoom the camera way out of the dragon's perspective, and as you make the thunder strike to the dragon's perspective, it's just like a small thud. And so you guys coming out, we just hear nothing. It's like we zoom
Our
in.
ears are
Incredible.
bleeding.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
They just heard somebody stub their toe.
Yeah, exactly. Who's back there got the munchies?
Let's go. Let's go.
Hit it again.
But we have the piece. We just need to get it down now.
Get it down.
All right. How are we gonna do this? Is your updraft enough?
We've never done this before.
All right. You gotta shove the piece of crystal off the edge.
All right. Now maybe let's go for the invoke roll for the updraft. We'll see what this goes.
I shouldn't have made it torpedo shaped.
6.
Nice.
6. Okay.
Nice.
Make sure it was as pointy as possible.
So yeah, the crystal, it starts to float through the air just because it's aerodynamic, and then by the end you just keep increasing the load on it. I think this is going to cost you 1 stress,
Okay.
not too much. It's just a slightly increased spell, and by the time it hits the ground, you're rushing so much air up that it like gently cushions down the ground and then drops the last foot.
It still sounds really loud, but they can't hear us.
And as I see
Yeah.
that it
It's
is
a pin drop, but for us.
being, as
Yeah,
I see that it is being held by the magic, I'm gonna jump down after it.
Okay. I think you just get caught in the same way.
Okay.
So you jump down and you swoosh to a stop at the end. Maybe the magic ends before you quite hit the ground.
Yeah.
But,
Thump.
yes, you're a ghost. You're fine. So you have this like coffin-shaped incised
Yes.
crystal just on the ground.
All right, let's go. So it would have gone, I think, into the trap triplets' tea
They
towel.
wrap it up. Okay.
So they'd
start dragging.
like sledge drag it away.
All right.
Let's go. Let's go.
I mean, there are 8 of us. We can drag it.
Yes.
So now you slide it back to that big door.
Yep.
You can hear the thuds of the dragon approaching the kitchen at this point.
Yeah.
How are you getting out?
I'm gonna smash it open again.
All right, smash that door open.
I'm
May I
gonna
help?
dark heart it again.
Go for it. So you're helping. This gives plus effects.
Okay.
6.
That's a 6.
All right. So you guys push the door open. You were creak open. Actually, this time, you know what? You did it so well. You expected the creak, so you push the door up a little bit as you move it, just like maximum.
God, we're
push.
strong.
And you just managed to get it up enough that it doesn't like rest on its own hinges and creak. And you push it open. You guys tumble the crystal out, and then it swings closed. And we see from the kitchen's perspective that dragon look into the kitchen back and forth like, huh, must have been like rats or something.
Rat stole our light bulb again.
Yes, well, the light. You didn't take the whole light bulb.
Yeah, that's true.
You took a little bit of it.
You ever squeeze fresh light bulb juice?
Yeah.
So, you guys are back outside of the thing. That was a couple of 6s in a row. So
Yeah.
you guys are looking pretty good right now. There's
The
no.
first time we've ever stolen anything where it didn't immediately go
Yeah,
south.
you got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
So you're outside. Do you just take that and run, or are you gonna keep that?
That's what I want to do.
I mean,
I
as much
assume
as we
they're
can
hot
run
on
with
our
something
heels.
that you.
You guys stole a chunk of an SUV. I think we can go.
You're still running on all fours heading for the woods.
I think the rats the dragons have to deal with are very large. And I may have found one.
Would you say that their size is somewhat unusual?
I almost backed
Oh, the rats are absolutely large. I think you did find one. Yes, out in the woods, there is a massive rat that's larger than you.
I'm trying to hug it and it wants no part
It
of
wants
it.
no part of it. Yeah, it's just like hissing and squealing at you.
Give it a VIP pass.
It left all those and gone.
Now, do I have the drugs too, or just the VIP passes?
Just the VIP. Kobe's got the drugs because he can't trust other people.
Well, that's what I
to do
figured. I
them.
figured you did not have those in the briefcase, but I wanted to
Yes.
clarify.
So yeah, you are currently trying to hug this rat at any cost.
You're gonna get rabies.
I'm gonna get a lot of things.
And Metal, you were dealing with
These are the size of
the
bullfrogs.
dragon at the door. We'll see a quick snapshot of Kobe trying to hug this rat who is just like backing away constantly. But your confidence in walking towards it is just scaring him.
The dragons are not going to have a rat problem after this.
So Metal, you're at the door. You were dealing with the dragon. You're dealing with Bail, He was like,
Yeah.
yeah, so let's see, I think Jamie will need one, and also Jeremy, and he just keeps going
Thunderclap
down
comes
like
in
a
the
long list.
background.
Yeah. What was that? It's probably nothing. It's probably rats. We got those around here.
And one and two and three.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, how many of those you got? Because really, we could just hand them out. It would be perfect.
How many are you gonna need here?
Well, let's see. I'll
Is
start from
everybody
the
here
top of the
family?
List. We could do, yeah, everyone here's family.
Dragons
So it's
are very
all, it's all
inbred.
one family.
Yeah, we're all just one family here.
Just one family. Okay.
They have surprisingly large clutches for such large
Yeah,
creatures.
like the woman gets pregnant and like quadruples in size and lays just like 12.5 eggs.
Okay.
That's a lot of eggs.
So how many family members do we have here?
Okay, go back to the start of the list. Let's see. So there was
It's been 3
Abigail
minutes.
and Aaron, and it just keeps on like naming all these names. He's going in alphabetical order. He just keeps on going down the list.
I have to
Okay.
imagine we did not have that many.
I don't think I
babies.
have enough to give everybody one right now.
Oh, okay.
Because we were not aware that everybody here
Well,
was one family.
You
To
can just
them,
give
they're
us what
like
you
that
got, and
size.
I'll just we'll hand them out, and we can share. We probably can't all come at once anyways, so
Well, no, that room is not big enough yet
yeah.
for everybody to be there at the same time.
So why don't you just give us what you got?
Okay.
Lion,
Well,
it's
that,
okay.
we can do that then. So,
Well, reach a claw down and just scoop up all the little gold bars. And,
okay. So,
Even
so
better
how long
defense
is it
than
going
one
to take
dragon.
you to pack and get
It
ready?
is one dragon.
Well, I
and
could be there on
a line of
Monday.
dragons
On
with
Monday.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Okay. I mean, what do you eat? I don't know. We're going to need to lay in some provisions for you because I'm pretty sure that you're going to eat a lot more than we do.
And what you have like Chex Mix, Takis.
What if we just stole all their food and fed it back to them in the casino?
I think it'd be
Okay.
gone real quick.
So basically, you like snacks.
Yeah, snacks.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
We'll have a whole
You're
subset of the
you're
menu.
gonna see some cheese in the bar. Okay,
Okay.
not good eats.
Oh, I see.
It's
Oh,
for the
yeah.
rats, you see.
The old trap cheese trick. Yeah, that's why we take care of our rats. Exactly.
Yeah. Don't eat the cheese that's in the bar.
Good to know. Good to know.
Cheese you find other places probably fine,
Okay. Good.
but specifically in the bar.
The mother rat won't stop making
Don't eat
cheese.
that.
Oh, you guys have like Cheese Whiz? And that'll be.
You know what? We'll work on
We'll
that.
work on that.
And then
Okay.
we have a cheese belly.
That's just molten cheese in it.
You have cheese ingots that you melt into
Yes,
cheese.
exactly. Velveeta brand cheese ingots.
Okay, so you'll be there Monday. All right.
Yes.
I gotta go find my friend. I don't know where the hell he ran.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Watch out for rats. Yeah.
Rats.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to use Smash to hug this rat.
Forceful.
Or rat.
I think this is not a deadly roll, but a dire roll.
Oh, it's gonna hurt. Because I don't have anything in Smash. I got a 6
Ooh.
and a 2.
Unfortunate. But you do get to mark a check and smash. That's good. Oh, you smashed your pencil. Rip.
That was instant.
It touched the word smash on the paper and it smashed.
The rat glimpsed a future where it just got all of its ribs crushed and it ultra instincted out of the way just in time.
Yes, I think the rat. It's basically you're gonna go in for the hug, and I'm gonna actually even say you successfully get your arms around it, and it just bites you. And so you just get a nice big rat bite on your shoulder, and since it's a very large rat, that is going to bloody you.
Goodness.
Why won't you accept my
And
love?
the rat skitters away.
My brother once chased down and picked up a chipmunk and it bit him.
Oh.
This is just that.
Yeah, pretty much. Except the reverse of sizes.
Yes. Goodness. You're lucky to survive.
This rat is wondering if you have rabies.
He probably
That's a
does.
very good question. That's a very valid concern.
Maybe.
This rat's gonna die.
Well, you are feral currently. So I think metal.
I'm feral, but kobolds are naturally cowardly, so as soon as I become bloody, I immediately run.
Yes,
Just in a direction.
that makes sense.
Until you find something fluffy.
So I think you cross paths with metal. Because you just run backwards and you come to the edge of the forest. And so metal, you just see Kobe running out like
Bleeding.
clutching, like a bleeding shoulder. It's clearly like tooth marks, just like
He'll be there on
Shredded.
Monday. We need to put in a supply of snack food. Kobe, you listen to me.
Not even going in the direction of the boat, it is running.
Ah, you'll figure out.
Like
how
you're
get
trying
home
to
on
tap
your
the
own.
golem writhing on the ground.
That's okay. He knows the way.
So yeah, how are the rest of you going to wrangle Kobe to
I-
the boat?
I'm not. I'm
We've
just
got
letting
our
him
hands
run.
But he knows his way back to the island.
I'm
He
just
always
going back
turns
to the
up
boat.
eventually.
I don't ever wait for him.
Alright, so you head back to the boat. You two have a crystal.
I feel like we have a general policy of anybody gets left behind, they know the way back.
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
This would not be the first time.
I think that happened to Kobe before. with
Yeah.
Farrell as well. Unfortunate for poor
That
Kobe.
was kind of me getting the drill back, also.
True.
Yeah, we left him behind there. This will be the third time we leave him behind.
Yeah.
But he found his way
You'll be
back with
alright.
Pizza Billy that one time.
Yes. So you maybe come
I
to
can't
the
keep catching Ubers.
you come to the boat shore and we're just in time to see the boat like slightly sink under the weight of this giant wrapped slab that we just loaded on.
What the hell is that?
Magic, some kind, very valuable.
Let's take it one step further back, actually.
Yes.
Before you get it onto the ship and the ship sinks, you're on the greased ramp.
We never ungrease the ramp. That way we can get our treasure on there.
Well, that's right. The ramp
It's
is
part of
already-
its design.
I have like my axe out and I'm leaning into it to try to like
Turn the wedge
push it
up,
up.
yeah. So you're getting it up the ramp, and as it's going up the ramp, the ship is starting to sink a little bit. A ramp is pushing down the boat.
It held a giant dragon statue.
Yeah, but this is fine.
It is very funny. Just a little more.
It's also, yes, entertaining to think about none of you being able to lift the dragon statue, but all of you definitely being able to lift this.
Yes.
The boat can't move.
Come on, ghosts, put your backs into it.
You see, it's not a lightning boat, so.
Yes. I imagine that the trout triplets are pretending to push, but they're just like leaning against it.
Yes. They don't want to slip in the crease.
Yes. We've almost got it.
Slipping in grease is
You've
what we do
almost
for
got
fun.
what?
Any moment now. We'll have loaded our treasure.
Ah,
Would you mind maybe getting on the other end and giving it a little pull?
We've got him, me, 3 ghosts,
I've gotta
3
keep it-
trout, and
I gotta keep an eye on Kobe's briefcase. Kobe went nuts.
Can
Went
you
running
maybe
off
take
into
a
the
break?
woods, then he went running by me with a big old wound on his shoulder.
That don't sound like Kobe.
Yeah, I just let him
He'll be
go.
fine.
Yeah,
If he
so
doesn't
I-
bleed out, then he'll be a ghost too.
oh,
But then I won't be the only ghost. I'll have to eat him.
That is how that works.
Yes,
Yeah,
there
no.
can be only
One
one.
ghost
The other
It's-
ghosts are
it's
just
like-
right behind you. Like,
It's like the inverse Highlander.
Well, you see, they're ghost.
Yes.
At this point,
We're,
so they're different.
we would be prime ghosts.
they are ghosts.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for the correction.
But no, you said you got this, so you go right on ahead.
Curse my tongue.
So I think you guys just get away at this point, then.
Okay.
So we see a
Shut
quick
up.
montage of you sailing up the river with the crystal and all of that. So I'm gonna roll your blowback for that raid. We'll see how this
Could
goes.
we make it
hilarious
back to
if
the
we got
boat and if you
massive.
just watch us
I think
sail away?
this will be part of the blowback roll here.
Oh no.
But you have 3 dice because you maintained control throughout
Yeah.
that negotiation. Things went pretty well. You got done what you wanted to get done. So
They apparently didn't seem to notice much that we raided their larder.
exactly. So that is a 6.
Woohoo!
So everybody gets a dark heart.
I'm glad I
I
spent.
already had 2.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And I think for the full success,
Mhm.
Kobe does arrive back at the base soon. And I think what we actually see is a scene of looking at your base from the outside, like the perspective of the water outside your base. Our camera turns around to see the opposite shore, and Kobe emerges from those woods riding on the back of a giant rat. He has conquered one of the rats.
Incredible.
And so you just arrive. Like,
Not the
holding
one
on
that
to
bit
it.
him.
Not the one that bit him, no, but you have found a rat friend.
Huzzah.
You've arrived. You're at the water now. I don't
Is
know
it a
if
river
you
rat?
get to convince the rat to swim, but that's up to you.
Rats are real good at swimming.
no, I'm gonna let it stay here and it's home.
Alright.
I'm gonna let it
They
keep
have
the
a- they have a
saddle that
very
I fashioned
sad-
for it.
You speak
Tearful
some
farewell.
of some of the native tongue of the rat queen, and it skitters off into the woods once again.
No, you stay. It must be this way.
Yeah, exactly. Sad music is playing.
I'll always remember you and your fleas.
Which I maintain are the size of bullfrogs.
Picks a flea off himself. It's the size of his ear.
It's like sad flute music playing in the background while he's skittering off in the woods.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah, you never patch the wound.
Turns out that rat venom has anticoagulant properties.
Oh, that's good. No, that's good. So you've all made it back. You all got that dark heart.
Yeah.
What do I do with the overflow?
You have to revel, is that right?
If your minions lack a dark heart, you could give it to them potentially, or you would revel. Yeah.
They can have a dark heart?
It's called morale, technically. On there.
Now they have that.
Okay, so you would.
We're in good shape.
You would get revelry then. We'll handle that during the loot.
Oh no.
It'll
So,
be fine.
let's go ahead and do loot rolls.
Never gone revelry.
Well, I guess
I don't
Yeah.
think. Have you?
let's do loot rolls, and you can all recover your stress and your bloody conditions and all that stuff.
Look at that, I came out of something without being bloodied.
I know, that was surprising. When you guys choose not violence, sometimes it works out.
Ow.
And no lessons will be learned.
Nope.
Oh no.
I get my blood back.
Yay! Woohoo!
You popped a blood ingot and just shoved it right in there.
A dangerous precedent to establish. We need more blood in it. It's
We're gonna
getting
need a
the
lot
blood
more
first.
VIP passes, Carbon.
Oh, we'll have to get to work
It's,
making
it's
those.
one whole family,
How many are there?
Oh
and
goodness.
I don't know,
What is the population of the Dragon Commune? I think we've established this before, but I don't recall.
Well, he was like just listing off names
Yeah.
alphabetically, and like for every letter he had 2 or 3. Sometimes
And they
more.
all live
Yeah.
there.
And they all live
So definitely we're gonna need to make a lot more ingots and figure out how to accommodate a lot of people visiting at once. We're gonna need to make like a big
well,
balcony.
Kobe said he could take 1 week off a month.
Oh,
So I don't think they're gonna come here so much as he's gonna go there.
Little of both. I told them
Well,
to
see,
make beach parties.
I was in favor of giving as much time off as they want because
They never.
he's
go up.
gonna go for a few hours and realize that he needs another hit, so he's never gonna leave.
No, I understand that. I tried to convince Kobe
Yeah.
that we should set up a casino in the Dragon's Tower.
We should do that too.
Well, I thought so, but Kobe did not see the wisdom.
Baby steps.
It'll happen eventually.
Yes. We'll have a whole empire eventually. It'll be fantastic.
You're well on your way to perfecting the dungeon now that the
Yes.
casino's there. So let's go over loot rolls.
Alright.
As you guys are tallying up your loot you recovered. Who's got arguments for extra loot? You all got 1 just for completing the raid in general.
Yes, we hauled off a massive piece of crystal.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be the only.
I did get a
Thing.
purse full of spices.
Spices.
Oh, yes.
So I think Gladys
Cheese
gets
spices.
a bonus 1. I think all of you get a bonus 1 for the crystal because that's a big haul. So everybody gets 2. Gladys gets 3. I think is what I'm saying.
Golds?
3.
No,
Uh,
it's a
dice.
roll.
Oh, I see.
3 dice to roll for your loot.
Kobe got a friend.
True. They said it great.
Hmm.
What do you love
So
so
what
much?
do
There
you
you go.
2 6s.
Oh.
Again.
Good grief.
Producer.
I got a 1 and 2 3s.
1 and 2 3s. Well, that is. You're full on dark hearts already, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you spend everything you earned on revelry,
Fantastic.
Oh,
which
God,
is
we're in
eating
trouble.
meat, right?
No, violence.
Oh, let's handle that first. In what way do you spend 3 dark hearts worth of violence?
I'm going to lead the imps and the rat queen and the zombie pizza Billy in a giant fight club.
Oh no.
Oh, no, indeed.
Okay.
I'm gonna gamble on that fight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's
Absolutely.
talk about going.
I still got a gold. I'll bet a gold on
And this,
the.
the casino was technically a gladiatorial arena already.
Yes. I'm betting on Pizza Billy to
To fight
win
the
the Battle Royale.
I've only ever seen Pizza Billy lose.
Oh,
Okay, well-
we've been working on this
This is the imps, this is the rat queen, and this is
Pizza
pizza
Billy's
Billy. So
mouth
whoever
opens
rolls
slightly,
highest.
just eldritch noises coming.
The imps win.
He's
The imps win, okay. The rats all stand triumphantly. Like,
curses. Meh. I lose a gold.
Sorry.
Pizza Billy, we talked about this. You were supposed to learn the way of
That.
the way of the bear trap. That's what he's supposed to learn because his mouth is very bear trap shaped.
Okay, so I think there's always a consequence for this kind of revelry. Most of them have just been things I've written down here that have come back later, things like UPS finding you guys, that kind of stuff. Or having rivals in Carp Town, all that kind of thing. I think this one's a little more immediate, since everything involved was within your dungeon. So I think Pizza Billy is going to be severely wounded.
Oh,
Poor Pizza Billy.
Poor
I
Pizza
mean-
Billy. The rats have devoured his
He
pizza.
is delicious.
Now he's just Billy.
should we
It's just
set back
legs.
the zombie Pizza Billy clock for that?
That's a good way to handle it. I was going to suggest a new thing on him and a new clock to fix it, but I like, since you've already got a clock for
He
him.
lost
Yeah.
some layers. We need to rebake the layers and build them back
He
up
was
again.
an 8-tick clock.
So let's say that was 3 revelries that technically stack there, so let's just do 3 ticks.
Okay.
As Pizza Billy has some of his pizza was eaten, and that's where all of his memory is stored. Is
Oh,
in
no.
Pizza. It's just unfortunate.
Pizza-based organisms are not very good at battle royales.
It's true. They just get eaten.
They kind of are designed to be devoured.
All right, who's up next for resolving rolls?
I got a 2 and a 4.
2 and a 4. So you get 1 dark heart,
Oh, good. Now I'm off gambling.
1
Yay.
gold. Yay! Well, you just gambled on that thing, so that makes perfect sense.
Did you?
I
Who
don't-
did you gamble for?
Well, I will just say on a 1 or a 2, I gambled on the right person. A 3.
Oh,
All right.
so we both lost money.
So I'll lose my gold there.
To lose the extra gold you got. Okay,
I
that
mean,
works. for
nobody
me.
was gonna bet on the imps. Do I
No, why would we?
maintain all
Oh,
the
no.
dark hearts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're just maxed out on dark cards. Okay, who's up next?
I got 2 6s.
2 6s. Okay. So you can either get 2 valuable items of your choice or 1 powerful item of
One
my
powerful
choice.
item, please.
Okay. Let's see. So the one main thing you got there was that crystal.
Mm.
How do we turn that into a powerful item? Specifically something that would make sense. I guess it doesn't necessarily say a piece of equipment, it just as an item. But I feel like the equipment is the most fun.
I do enjoy using trappy sort of things. I like my bear trap. I like my fire arrows.
It's
I
just
like
a
my
bug
caltrops.
zapper that you carry now.
I have an idea then, yeah. Maybe when you broke the crystal and got that big shard, there's just a bunch of splinters as well. And you kind of like pick them out of your clothes and things later and like scoop them up.
Pluck
So
them
the-
out of your flesh.
Yeah, you have a collection of like lightning shards.
Mm.
That
So
you
I could like
use to
pocket
make-
sand with them or toss them on
Yeah.
the ground or
Or they could be
kind of make a lightning trap with them if I can play with them.
they managed to like flashbang you before. You could make like
Yeah.
a flashbang trap with them, something like that. Probably good to put into supplies, I would imagine.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Just so you can like consume
Yeah.
them and yeah.
Purple lightning shards.
Yeah, and then we could be somewhat creative with how you use them for whatever
Yeah.
card trap you're making up. Cool. So you now have pocket lightning. The pocket shards is much more intimidating than
Indeed.
pocket sand.
Put them in the cheese.
2 and 5.
2 and 5, 1 gold and 1 dark heart.
So do you then end up with the gold that he and I lost for gambling?
I think the imps have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay. I wasn't sure who was running the book on that.
I think it was a lot of confusion. Maybe part of the fight was arguing who is running the book on that.
I
And
was
it was
just there
the
for
imps
the
the whole
blood
time.
really.
We're trying to set up the
It
fight
was
and
the
it devolved
robot
into a
ghost
brawl.
where Barracuda.
Yes.
Trying to figure out procedural details.
I like that. It was the robot ghost where Barracuda.
Oh, I forgot to include him in the,
And that's
In
why
the
no
fight.
one figured it out.
He was running the books the whole time, yeah. He was possessing individual imps to have them run the books.
All according to his master plan.
Exactly. Okay, so it was not a pillaging raid.
Mhm.
So now we get to do downtime.
Woo! Alright, I immediately need to get Pizza Billy in better shape. He's got to win the
Yes.
next round.
He's gotta win the championship.
Yeah. So I'm going to once more threaten him into submission.
So everybody, so
What was this
maybe
clock
even
for?
before
Yeah,
you
yeah.
roll, you do get a free tick from the war drums.
Oh yes.
Um,
How were you working on?
could have been Pizza Billy. Do you have a clock there? It's just empty.
It was an 8-tick clock
With 5 ticks.
with 5 ticks, and I don't remember what it was.
Okay, let's think about what it could have been. You did successfully make a.
Was it the
Up here.
where Barracuda thing?
But he's not on my.
No, he's not.
'Cause we
What's on your
switched-
list there?
We moved. No, I don't
Right.
know.
The
I
magic
believe-
lock to the
Were you
drum room?
upgrading this trap to a 3, maybe?
No, I had made the lock to the drum room. That's what I made the last time. So
Oh, were you
that was
upgrading that to a 3?
probably
Or
Okay.
were you doing something to Pizza Billy?
Taylor's got something for Pizza Billy.
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
So there's if you were upgrading the lock into the wardrobe room, that's definitely possible.
Okay. What tier is it right now?
2, so you'd be going from 2 to 3, which
Okay.
is perfect for the number of ticks you
Okay.
see.
That's definitely what she was doing.
Really?
Just didn't remember she finished it yet already.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we finished the initial thing with Pizza Billy, which was making Pizza
Yeah.
Billy into pizza.
We're-
Pizza Billy.
We were trying to make it so that he could give us like alchemical ingredients
Right.
with his pizza, I believe.
Yeah, you're trying to make him a little more useful than just fighting. Okay. I think the imps are going to place a tier 1 trick at the end of that hall.
Okay.
Well, they're gonna roll for it first, but
Okay.
that is a 6. So they place
Yes.
a trap a trick at the end of the hall. If anyone wants to put that on their sheet, it would just be like a. Yeah, actually, I really like this idea because it's very stupid. They're gonna paint a fake doorway, like Roadrunner style, to try and just trick people to walk down the hall and run into it. So
Well, they're not gonna run into a door. They have to write a sign on it
It's-
that
I mean,
says
like a-
automatic door
it's just like a dark cave, like Roadrunner
There you
style,
go.
like the yeah.
with a road that just recedes.
Yeah,
into it.
exactly. So if anyone wants to add fake door trick,
I'll add that.
there you go. Who else has downtime actions? left for
I
me?
would like to try to get Pizza Billy
Ah, yes.
back up to where he was. I'm gonna yell at him.
Ah,
5.
alright, that's 2 tips.
We're back up to where he was before.
Nice.
I need to figure out something I need to do.
You can just add, you can always add stuff to the dungeon, more rooms, tunnels.
I always
traps.
want to add more things to the dungeon, but I'm also basically spec'd into making items.
Can you add the purple crystal that we got to the thunder room?
Ooh.
You could add
Goodness.
upgrades to your teammates' gear too, or
Yeah, I don't think I can upgrade the tier 3 room. But what if I electrify the bear trap?
I do like that. mm,
That would be cool.
yes.
keep the lightning theme of this dungeon going. You've got the
Yeah.
Thunderdome, you've got Gladys, just in general. I know Carpalmi's getting more and more lightning.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, I've got a lot of effective gear. Maybe upgrading something of metals would be.
I gave him the
Uh,
bungee knife.
Yeah, but does the bungee knife even still intact? I thought it got broken or something before.
No, they just stepped
Gotcha.
on it to keep me from doing what I was going to do
You-
with it.
Right.
Make it like a lightning bungee knife.
If he's going to lightning something, I'd rather he lightning the shuriken thrower.
I
Ooh.
like calling it a shocking blank
Mm-hmm.
because it has multiple different implications.
Yes.
It could either actually shock someone, or it could just be shocking looking when you take it out. Like oh, that's a very
Yeah.
imposing weapon.
Make a lightning pizza cutter fake from Liza P.
Yeah, I can do that. Zapamify your shuriken launcher.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
Do like bolts of lightning between each of the shurikens.
The shurikens, you just you cut the shurikens down to the shape of little lightning bolts. And slow down instead.
And then along came Zeus,
Power of
indeed.
Zeus.
How many ticks would that be?
Let's see. So you're adding an edge to an existing item. Let's say 6. So I don't think
Bat.
this will give it somewhat of an edge, but it's not like turning it into a powerful enemy.
Okay, so creative only, downtime action, 6,
Nice.
5, 4.
So a 6 is 3 ticks.
Great. Well, since it was a 6, I get to roll again.
Let's go.
4.
2 more ticks.
And that was all free.
Sure. So what's that? 5 out of the 6.
Yeah.
You get 1 free tick just in general from the wardrobe.
Well, that's done now. Enjoy your zappity doodad.
Maybe you guys place the big thunder crystal in the Thunderdome. You
Yeah.
just go in there and you get some like shavings of the crystal to do stuff with it.
Right, so now my actual downtime action. I want to upgrade the trap that is on our layer door to 3.
Okay, this one right here.
It is the final trap. It should be the strongest it can be.
Absolutely.
Are we able to do that since we're not at tier 3 right now?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
The rooms, yeah. I regret that they used tier in so many different places.
Gotcha.
But yeah, these rooms are fine. They're on a different system.
Yep.
How many for that?
To upgrade to a tier 3 would be 8.
8.
Great minds, great minds.
4.
2 ticks.
I think that's everything.
Alright. And Bartholomew is done.
Yes.
So go around to the table. What are you two doing?
I'd like to spicify the cheese.
Ah, okay. So the cheese is currently a 2?
Yes.
Alright.
Cover the taste of the vile poisons within it.
Well, it's kind of a 1 that looks like it has a Z made over
I
it.
think we wrote it into a 2, yeah. Like
Well, we need to keep low-level stuff up front and high-level stuff in back. Where's the cheese?
The cheese is.
It's back there.
Pretty much everything is now tier 2 or tier 3, so
Sure.
It's fine.
there's not a whole lot of low level anything.
There's tier 1
Yeah.
front and side passage that comically leads to nothing. Which is very funny.
So remind me what I wrote for that, please, because I'm not smart.
Whatever kind of action, whatever, like, paint us a scene of how you're improving the cheese. Are you using magic? Are you tinkering and, like, brewing things? Are you, what are you,
Smashing it.
yeah, are you,
Smashing it into it.
are you, yes,
Skulking to
like,
sneak the spices.
like kneading the cheese to, like, get air out of it or something, or get air into it, or,
Well, melt the cheese down, and then powerfully knead the spices in.
okay, kneading the spices into the cheese. I like it. So, yes, powerful kneading. That could work for me.
Cool.
First we chuck the
It's a-
cheese in the forge so that we
Yeah.
can melt it, because
Uh-huh.
well, how else would you melt
Exactly.
It's the only
anything?
way.
Yes, it's a
Okay.
bug.
He is a little beetle.
Kill it.
No.
It'll
5.
lay eggs.
2 ticks on the cheese.
Little guy.
Things that are
How many
smaller
ticks
than
did it
they don't
start
get
with?
So you're going up to tier 3, so we 8.
Lordy. And I get 1 free tick from the wardrobe, right?
Correct.
That I'll add to. How many did you say? I'm sorry, 2.
2 ticks, and then, yeah, 1 free.
And I'm gonna add 1 to the lock. There.
Alright.
I'll actually label this one.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
What is metal up to with downtime?
I'm not sure what metal is up to.
There are a number of ongoing projects. You can start a new project, start building out more dungeon stuff.
Yeah, I think
We need another room dungeon thing. Where's the dungeon room thing?
The dungeon room thing is So when do we get to make new big dungeon rooms? The class ability equivalent.
Whenever you want.
Okay.
However, the only the main downside is downtime takes time to do
Yes.
big projects, and then also every one of those rooms is going to require some kind of raid where the
Yes.
specific goal is finishing the room, basically.
Doesn't sound like a downside to me. We love raiding.
Exactly. So you
Yeah.
can, you
No,
can
this
just
is true.
absolutely spam those.
Okay.
How close are you to being done over there?
With Pizza Billy,
Yes.
feeling about a 5 out of 8 if I had to put numbers to it.
And you're what?
6 out of 8 here. 2 out of 8 here.
You know, why don't we just finish your lock?
Okay,
I'll throw you the 2 ticks.
cool.
I guess that's a tier 3 lock here, though.
I think
Nice. Our drums are protected.
Yes.
Drums are very important.
we build the guild hall.
Ooh.
Because we have enough for contraption making with my existence.
What does the guild hall do?
Man, you fought for that tooth and nail
Yeah,
last
this was a
week.
whole
Yeah, I
thing
can't
last-
remember.
An extra die on calamity rolls.
Oh yeah, that's amazing, and we need to do that.
Yeah, just give your minions a big morale boost, basically.
Yeah, can we turn that into the VIP lounge for the casino?
I like that idea.
Okay, so the VIP lounge.
So can we put it like here?
Can it be at
Yeah.
the top of the tower?
Top
Because
of
the
the tower.
dragons could access that.
I do like that idea.
I
It
think
could be
we
like a-
have a VIP access tube from the surface down into this exact spot, but no one ever finds it.
Yeah. Do we want to?
Does
I mean, for the sake of organization, put it.
does it have to be on the path through the dungeon, or could it be?
I think
like
it
up
has
on
to
the
be
roof?
attached to somewhere, right?
Yeah, so the casino is currently attached directly to your lair.
Yeah.
So technically, when people come from here, they're heading to the casino now.
Yeah.
Um,
If we don't want to give a direct route, an almost direct route from the surface to our lair.
It's a direct route that can only be opened by dragons.
Yeah, so as a reminder, when the adventurers walk through
Yeah.
a tier room, I guess this is another downside to
Yeah.
having more tier 3 rooms, they plunder it, which doesn't have any downside
Yeah.
for you guys, really, because you just get the gear back when you kill them, hypothetically.
But it helps them.
But it means they'll gather some resources back, whether it's health or
Gotcha.
spell slots or whatever. So putting them off the beaten path could, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can put
Let's-
it over there and we can put a fat lock on it.
Yeah, because
it's
you
the
have to have the
VIP
VIP card to get in.
You could.
That's
So
true.
we'll build that and then
Alright.
we'll put a lock on it and hopefully deter them and make them go into our lair instead.
So,
Could you build it off of the drum room because that already has a lock?
but that's not attached to the casino.
Sorry.
Well, to be fair, so
Yeah.
we do like the idea of making it a VIP
Yes,
casino,
but
it's
it
not
doesn't have to be.
required to be technically. It is mechanically a place for your minions to be
Yeah.
enriched with a better lifestyle. So
We
where
could
do
have
we
it be
put
the
that?
VIP room of the bar.
We could put it here
Yeah.
and then just lie and say that that's directly above the casino.
I like that.
And then have another one of these minion-only passages that connect them.
Mm-hmm.
It might not even be incorrect because like
There's nothing that says it's not. I mean, nothing says what direction these stairs go.
exactly like this could be
Yeah.
pointing back along this way underneath that.
Yeah, behind the wardrooms would be a good tactical location.
Because there's already a lock protecting that.
Yeah.
And
And you get like some smooth jazz from the wardrooms on your way in.
There we go.
Alright.
drums only, smooth jazz, but
The guild hall. So while everyone's trying that, is anyone want to add the 8-tick clock to their sheet to keep track?
And is that a tier 3 to begin with, or do we
Yes,
need to? Okay.
tier 3 room. Anyone have space on their sheet?
Nope.
No, I've got it.
Alright, guild hall clock 8 ticks. What is the secret ingredient we need for your minions?
This recommends benches. Can you imagine killing a bunch of people because we can't make
Just the steel
benches.
benches, yes.
We need a very specific rat minion enriching substance that's basically like champagne, but for disgusting rat imps.
It's like fine aged cheese.
We're milking the rat queen.
I like the idea of scribing tools, potentially. You have a lot of cultist rats who would really
Yes.
appreciate that.
Hmm.
I feel like we could just buy those from the fish.
Yeah, maybe they need some fancy stuff. I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Something that
potentially-
appeals to their various cults.
We need some crystalline skulls to use as inkwells.
I mean,
We need a grimoire for the lounge singer to sing profane rituals for entertainment.
Can it be a lounge singer that we need to go procure?
Every one of these is just finding a person,
Yes.
giving
You're just-
drugs to employ
You're just
them.
kidnapping more and more people to force them.
This is just turning into the previous campaign.
It is.
What faction has a magical lounge singer that we can kidnap?
Maybe the goblins. They have a kingdom and a king and, you know, royalty, assumedly a court jester and court musicians and all of that.
no, what we need to do is go steal the like most holy book of their religion and just keep crossing out goblin and like
Oh.
Just like real life.
You just take the white out over the words.
I feel like
Just a suspicious gap after each one.
they are
It's a lot of new saints in here.
weaker than us, I think.
Well, we also wanted to make them into our army.
Mm. So if we co-opt their religion and say it was ours all along, that'll make it even easier.
Yes.
I like this. So you need to steal the holy book of the
Mhm.
goblins in order to complete the guild hall, which I guess is just Imp Church.
Yes.
With
And the-
oddly
and
like
the
a bunch
VIP
of Mickey
lounge.
Mouse.
There's a-
Maybe a few times.
There's a overlap between cult choir and church choir, and we're just
There's like
making full use of that.
a sign over this room that's written in 3 different languages. It says 3 different things. They're not
Yes.
translation. There's like church in the dark tone,
Yeah.
VIP lounge in the light tone.
When the dragons come over, you get kicked out of your church for a while.
No, we're just renting out the basement space.
They are the basement space.
That room's gonna have to be much bigger.
Alright, so we know what you need to complete that room. That's good. Were there any lingering downtime things?
I don't have
Do I put any ticks to that, Jordan? Or,
Have you taken your downtime action yet?
no.
So you could certainly, if you wanted to start, you could pick a skill that's relevant. And you have 1 free tick you can add to anything from the word drums themselves, so
No, that's the only thing I've got going. So
there you go.
take the free tick
Do the
there.
minions have any downtime activities that they can?
If you pay a gold, your minions can take a downtime activity.
I have
One
no gold.
activity per
Do
gold.
we have any goblins?
I don't think we have
We
any
will.
goblins.
Why would we have goblins?
I don't know. We've taken a lot of prisoners. I don't know what becomes of all of them.
Yeah, Kobe has raided the goblins for food a couple times, but you guys haven't actually gone to the goblins other than that yet. It seems like to have taken any
Yeah.
prisoners.
I don't think we're going to be diplomatic when we take them. I think we're going to go steal their book and then just enslave them with it.
The Goblinonicon. Or the Goblinonicon. There we
Perfect.
So did they just allow us to come visit their Kobe?
I don't know if they have a choice in the matter.
No.
We
Okay.
just kind of barged in and ate them last time. They really didn't have a way to stop that
go.
from
Yeah,
happening.
we saw from the outside as we heard sounds of screaming and chomping.
Yes.
And it's like very loud
Yeah.
eating sounds.
We will we will diplomatify them by having Kobe on a pretend leash and saying he won't eat you if you give us your book.
I
Probably
think-
won't work, but it'll be funny when we let him loose.
You scout them to find out where the book is.
Well,
Yeah, we'll worry
and
about
then
that
we
later.
crash through the ceiling with our dragon ship and
Yes.
steal the book.
we can worry about the plan for that next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But I like these plans. So write them down if you
I
like
think
them.
I'm going to then try to begin to understand the imps'
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
religion,
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
so I can integrate the two.
Okay, I like that. So you're gonna, that's part of your working on this
Yeah.
church.
He's
So
gonna be
skill-
a pastor, even though I'm a pastor.
What
Well-
skill would that be? Like banter to just speak with them a bunch? Or, sorry, Carponi.
While you're working on that, I want to be very nosy about it. I want to be like, you know what we should do?
Oh, that's fine.
We should impel them to worship ghosts. I think it would work very well with the Rat Queen being sort of ghostly, and of course me being sort of ghostly.
I'm
it
gonna
really will.
scream heretic and jump and slap you in the back of the head.
Your hand goes through.
See, that's what I mean. We're invincible.
Well, yes, but how would that mesh with the goblins?
Well, we don't know what they believe yet.
Goblins.
You see, we'll tell them the stars are just ghosts that are really far away. And we'll just say that whatever they believe is stars.
No ghosts. Goblin sacrifice.
We can do both.
Turn
You
your
gotta-
children into sausage.
Yeah. Well, you turn your body into a sausage so your soul can become a ghost.
How are you gonna?
Stop
It's a
co-opting their
gobsticism.
culture.
You've got quite the task ahead of you to merge this line of thought with the current 3 cults of your
I,
race.
I
which
think
are-
I'm just going to learn the current 3 cults and
Okay.
not
You
worry
see, there's
about
the body,
cult of the ghost.
there's the body, there's the mind, and then there's the ghost. The body becomes sausage. The soul becomes ghost, and the mind.
It's
Also
not
sausage.
working.
I gotta work on that one. But we can sort of syncretize the multiple facets of their cults into saying, you see, you're all part of the one being, which will become a ghost.
The
It
other
doesn't work
ghosts
very
are
well.
still just staring at you like this honky.
You
Ghost power. No.
see, your body is like a cart, and you have put it in front of the horse that is your soul.
Yes, exactly that.
Okay, so you're trying to understand the cults. What kind of skill are you doing here? Is this like a banter to get to know them better? Invoke to like work with holy magics? I don't know. Scan even? Yeah, just observe them.
Yeah, maybe we'll go with scan. That's probably our
All
best.
right,
Smash,
just
beat it
observe
out of
the
them.
cultists.
No, we're not beating people. A 5.
A 5. Okay. So you learn a good bit about 2 of the cults.
Okay.
There are currently 3 within your ranks. There is the cults worshipping the Thunderdome, which they just occasionally take an imp down there and sacrifice it to the Thunder Gods.
That's the body sausage.
Yes, and it infuses the rest of them
Imps
with
don't
lightning
taste
power.
good.
Oh
Yes. And so they just get all like, their rat fur just gets all poofy from the static shock, and then they'll like use the static on things. So that's the Thunder cult. They just know sacrifice and power. And then you know about the Black Goo cult, and they just continually feed the Rat Queen more of the black goo, and they think it is very sacred, and they don't like it when you guys take the black goo for yourselves, because it is the Rat Queen's holy
What do we do with the black
substance.
We
It's
heal
clear.
with it.
Yeah, it's your healing potion.
She better be immortal by this point.
Keep getting her ass kicked.
She's a ghost.
And then you know that the last cult somehow involves the Were-Barracuda, but you're not really sure about that one.
Okay.
But it seems hard to catch them doing any acts of worship or anything.
That'll be the mind.
They
We just
haven't
ignore
built a
that
new
one.
one around Pizza Billy
They
yet.
just keep saying things in a language
just
you don't
lost.
understand, and you're not really sure what that's about.
Nobody
It's
respects
a
me.
robot ghost were-barracuda. It's already confusing enough just to be talked about.
Yes. So you can take 2 ticks for that project. You're getting there. It's just going to take some time. And so you already gave away your free ticks, or do you have any?
Yeah,
extra?
no, I gave those to Gladys to
All
finish
right.
that lock.
Yes.
Anyone have any gold to spend on downtime actions that they would like to do?
No,
Nope.
I lost my camera.
Yes, that's fair. Alright, I will roll for the Calamity then. You've not yet gotten the guild
Yeah.
hall. But I will say your denizens are pretty happy right now. They had a very nice bloodbath to partake in, which was all fun and
And
games.
they won.
They
And
won
they
2
won.
gold. They can do a lot with 2 gold.
You've attracted a very powerful dragon very deep within your dungeon. All of that stuff is feeling pretty good. He's at least as powerful as any other creature.
Yes.
So they're pretty happy. I'm gonna give you 3 dice.
Like, did you?
Let's see how
That's
this
my
goes.
card.
He'd be so much more powerful if he wasn't, high all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so that is a 4.
Mm.
Goody.
So that would be a minor calamity. For which I will. Oh, I rolled 3 1s.
Oh no.
Oh, so I think what happens is while you guys are all organizing all of this stuff, you're building up downtime, you're getting the casino ready for the other dragon to arrive. A dragon does arrive, but it's not the one you're hoping for. It's not Ba'il, it is Ba'ab who has arrived at your
not
doorstep.
Bob.
I think, actually no, Ba'il did get here already. Ba'il has settled into his place. You've completed that roam, so he's settled. But Ba'ab has returned in order to acquire the drugs you threw in front of his face. He needs more of that shit, and he knew where to find it. So he just followed the VIP pass you gave, which has like a
Incredible.
whole map on it. Comes over here, and
I'm a genius.
so we'll start with the invasion next time as he squeezes into the tunnel of your dungeon.
I think I can bypass this.
Okay.
What if I spend my only gold to just make more of that drug and give it to him?
The oh, okay, maybe
Because
So
I
you-
have a gold and I have 5 unused
Yeah.
minions. What if we just make him a supply and send him away for now?
Yeah,
And he
that's-
comes
that's
back
fair.
later.
You could do that. You would so
Hopefully he comes back at the
the
same
only
time
downside
somebody
of
else is
that
invading us.
potentially is he'll stay alive. He'll probably come back in the future,
Mhm.
and also you won't get the loot that would be his body if he
Yeah.
comes in and you kill him.
It's
But
true, but I feel like if we immediately kill him as soon as we hire
Yeah.
the other dragon, we're gonna have problems.
That's totally true. Okay, I like that. You can spend your golden map. Your minions cook up that drug as you see him flying slowly towards you. And so you're all set there. So the only last thing to handle at the end of the session is XP.
Right. We made progress on the master plan.
Yes, your dungeon is now perfect. It has a casino, and is soon to have
Mm.
a cult of your design.
So I'm full.
You're full.
I'm full.
Nice.
Cool.
Yay!
Good job.
I don't know that I acted monstrously this time.
Yeah, you acted very civil.
Man, we both
How many
jumped
of
into
these
his
are there?
dungeon scene.
We
What's
did
that?
both
How
jump
many of
into
these
the
are there?
dungeon.
Because I can't see anymore.
1, 2, 3,
I was
4,
saved-
5,
oh, wait,
6,
I can't
Definitely a
7, 8, 9.
monster. I was in disguise as a
Yes.
little businessman.
And you tried to hug a rat and all that stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I'm gonna count as my reckless XP.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because I chased down a rat instead of helping.
Do you think it's fair to say I used my shield in a creative way?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because that saved you from a lot
So
of
you
pain.
get a new one
Yeah.
of these.
Yes.
I don't
I
think
don't
I
think I
used
get any more
my
XP though.
gear
I'm
in.
filled up.
Well,
I know I don't.
instead of macing a guy, I tricked him into huffing it.
Yeah, but that's still using it.
Yeah,
Mm.
I feel
that's
like.
fine. Anyway, I gained a reckless.
Yay! So you get a new dot on your skills. Wherever you want to it.
I'll
Gosh.
get a third one in sculpt.
I'm running out of things I want to take on this class.
Or was it
Me
that,
too.
or was it this?
So you can always.
Can I dual class?
You can sort of do this.
Which one was it?
The reckless XP is this group over here.
Neat.
Yeah, skills. So you have a flexibility slot at the bottom,
Yeah.
and that just means you can write one in from another class.
Okay.
Oh, really?
You don't have a flexibility
Oh.
slot, Steph.
Oh, interesting.
Because
I'm
you have
sure-
magic, is that?
I'm sure
Yeah.
you're supposed
Isn't
to.
it under notes on the left side? It
If you
says
could read
flexi-
anything on there.
So
you
I
read
see
anything.
under notes I see flexibility.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
It's just not under
Oh,
here.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
okay.
To
So
make
so
better
you do
use
have
of
over
space.
Yeah. So you can look at the other class sheets, which is fun stuff on.
Yeah.
And just yoink something. There's all sorts of cool stuff.
I will look at them. I'm not. I think I want to take the blue one, but I will look at them.
Yeah.
Maybe I can take one to, I don't know.
I'll have to look at them later.
Well, yeah, 'cause you get the whole thing downloaded,
Yeah.
so.
Ooh, wordplay.
Just
On
remind me
success
that
with
before
banter,
next time.
threaten, or trick, you can
Step.
deflect a blame, plan a
Okay,
false
so-
idea, or have the GM reveal a
Before
secret.
next time,
Ooh.
Sounds
because
fun.
we know how you level up.
Yes, I always do it not at the last second, ever.
As you're sitting here at the table, asking
Maybe.
Jordan what the hell the things mean.
I almost feel like with all of the contact that I've had
This is really fun.
with my minions who speak light tongue, that maybe I should just take the light tongue upgrade also. I don't
Could
know.
help. Especially, it was very helpful for you to be able to translate to carp originally, and now, yeah.
Yes.
There's an ability in the zealot sheet called Defiler. You get a 4-segment clock on your sheet, and every time you defile something sacred or beautiful,
Oh my.
you tick the clock. And then when it is full, you immediately enact a tier 2 ritual on that spot and start a new clock.
Gosh, I
We're
got
defiling things constantly.
That would
That's a really good
That
one.
would have been so perfect for Asha.
And you have to defile something beautiful or sacred. Like,
That's what I do.
Well, now we know what you're playing next time.
I might take a shaman one now that I'm a ghost.
Shaman's fun.
I don't know what I'd get. I need to see that list in Discord again or something. There's too many.
Yeah, Taylor's got the stack of them. Now.
Yeah.
I can send a file full of them in Discord, that's fine. And then you guys can look at them over the week.
Terror. You can spend stress to establish somebody else's worst fear. And then take one die when you act on that fear.
Nice.
It's funny how the entire population of this land is now terrified of bear traps.
Yes.
That's what got their old god, Baracles.
Alright, well, we handled XP.
Yay.
We did it.
Thank you very much, Jordan.
Of course, it was fun.
And thank
It
you
was
to
a
the rest
nice,
of you all.
clean session. We had
Yeah.
a raid, we had downtime, it had everything.
Yeah. Just as the wicked ones intended.
I think so.
Yes, we pretty much made it all the way